Our second reading this Sunday is from St. Paul's letter to the Philippians. It's a letter written when Paul was under house arrest. Now, where and when he was under house arrest, we're not sure. Paul often got into trouble during his ministry and he ended up in jail. Overall, though, this letter indicates that even so, he's doing all right. That's what the short section of the letter read today says. Brothers and sisters, I know how to live in humble circumstances. I know also how to live with abundance in every circumstance, in all things. I've learned the secret of being well fed and of going hungry, of living in abundance and of being in need. I can do all things in him who strengthens me. Paul's in humble circumstance, he writes to the Philippians, but he's doing okay. We're living in very difficult days for sure now, aren't we? Our world is not a peaceful world at all. So we should ask, what was Paul's secret? How do you live in humble circumstances? How do you live in a world that seems to be falling apart? How do you live in a world of one war after another? How do you live in a world where even the natural world seems unstable with its storms and its floods and its climate swings? Well, first of all, you can see from his letter that Paul feels God is with him, strengthening him. His letter to the Philippians has that beautiful hymn saying that Jesus did not hold on to the form of God, but took the form of a slave. He humbled himself, even dying on a cross. He entered into the darkest places of human life. Now, Paul must have felt that Jesus was with him in the dark places he found himself. God was with him, even in his need, in humble circumstances. He wasn't alone. Jesus was with him, sustaining him, promising him resurrection, raising him up. So another thing we might learn from Paul, all through his letter, he keeps thanking people for supporting him in so many different ways. He knew the value of friends and human support. And that's something we should know too, how to reach out to others to support them and to find our support in them. We need to stick together these times. Other people keep us going. Paul, at the end of his letter, speaks of the supreme good of knowing Christ Jesus, my Lord. He depends on faith to know him and the power of his resurrection and the sharing in his sufferings. So during these difficult days, we need to believe in God who made our world. He guides our world. He saves our world. We shouldn't forget God is with us. We need to keep it in mind. And if we do these things, we'll also experience Paul's secret. I can do all things in him who strengthens me.